afternoon to you from Knocklet's Park, this here in Woodbridge, and we've made the trip into Suffolk for the start of the 132nd or 133rd FA Cup, sponsored by Budweiser for a second year in succession, and we're here to watch Woodbridge Town against Great Wakering Rovers, so an Essex connection as always. This time we've gone on the road, but we're still following the away team. Great Wakering playing in red kit, red shirts, white shorts. It's their away strip, their normal home kit of green and white stripes, clashing a bit with the Woodbridge colours of black and white stripes. And, Woodbridge playing the Eastern Counties League, sponsored by None. They're in the Premier Division. Mid-table finish last season, generally been on the up in the last few seasons, and they've been here at this ground, this nice ground here at Knocklet's Park for the last 20 or so years, and that's helped them to move up through the divisions, and I'm sure they're progressive and looking with a good setup here. I'm sure they could push on a bit, and perhaps in the next few years look into the Ryman setup. The Ryman setup, that's where Great Wakering was last season before their relegation to the Essex Senior League. Only one game in the league so far for them. That they won last Saturday at Burrows Park, 4-1 against Stansted. Under player manager Dan Trenkel, he couldn't stop them from going down last season, finishing bottom of Ryman 1 North, but I'm sure they'll be one of the favourites to go straight back up. That's what they're planning to do anyway, and that will be their main priority this season in the league, making sure that they are promoted presumably as champions, but they won't mind a little bit of a cup run either. A couple of rounds that will just bring a little bit of money into the club, and that's always so important, just like their near neighbours Southend Manor found last season when they went on that great run to the fourth qualifying round. But it's Wakering who are playing here this afternoon on the road, and it's going to be a very tight match this, quite a close, too hard to call really, too close to call. I wouldn't like to put money on the winner. Yeah, there is, it's still level after 90 minutes. We'll go to a replay next Tuesday at Burrows Park, which could go to extra time and penalties, and because the draws for the preliminary round and first qualifying round have already been made, we already know who the winners of this tie will face, and that will be a trip to Wroxham, up just the other side of Norwich, who were in the None, the Eastern Counties League Premier Division up until last season, but they got promoted last season as champions, and they've gone straight into Ryman 1 North, so they've taken Wakering's place in the division, and whoever wins this one will face a trip to Trafford Park, Wroxham, for the FA Cup preliminary round tie, which will be 2 weeks today.